Good morning, friends. Happy Saturday. It appears I'm zoomed in quite well this morning, so hopefully you can see what's going on. I'm not sure I can adjust now that I'm live. We'll make do. We shall make do. So as you jump on, say hello. Let me know you're there. Hopefully you just didn't hear that binging that I did. Thought I turned everything off. The joys of my daytime job always binging and buzzing me. So today we are going to continue to use a set from the Bration Catalogue. This is going to wrap us up with Bration because I did not get this Island Vibes set. Just didn't speak to me. So I don't have that one. So that takes care of pretty much everything in the catalog. So you have another week to get anything that you love out of that catalog, because it will be gone as of the 28th. I'm just going to slip that under there so we don't get too much of a glare going on. There we go. So that's the Friendly Hello stamp set. I think we're still getting a glare from what I can see. All right, and I'm going to show you the papers that come in the paper pack. So this is a double set. So with a $120 purchase, you're going to get this stamp set and this gorgeous paper. So here is all the beauties of it. Oh, you can't hear me? Okay, hang on. I think it was my earbud. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So that's the back side. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning, Rhonda. Perfect. Thank you, Glenda, for confirming. So this beautiful one, it was definitely my ear pod. This beautiful one that has all the birds, and you can kind of put this in any direction because the birds are kind of going in every direction. Isn't this gorgeous paper? And the colors are so spring. And the back side, I love the pale papaya in this. I'm having just technical difficulties here. My iPad on the side is glitching. Gonna be one of those days, ladies. All right, and the last one. So look at that beautiness, right? You want this, don't you? So at the end of the month, I have collected a whole bunch of Celebration stuff. So I'm going to be doing giveaways like a mad woman. So make sure that you're commenting, you're saying hello, you're engaging with me, and you might be entered in to win some of the prizes. So what's everybody up to today? What's your Saturday doing for you? Our weather is crazy out here, as usual. And it is going to be cold later. It's +6 right now, but going to be in the minus again later on today. Who else is out there? I'm just catching up on comments here. Shanna, Rhonda, Glenda. Perfect. I'm glad you've all joined me. So, the beautiful card we are going to make today is this one right here. Just getting my little directions here of what I told you to prep if you want to create along with me today. It's a fairly easy card, but wow, I don't know what's going on with my iPad here. Fairly easy card, not a whole lot of steps to it, but it's got a bit of a a wow factor, I think. Doing paperwork, yeah, that's what I was just doing. And then I realized what time it was. I was like, yikes. I better get to work. So we have got a card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, of Pool Party. We've got a layering piece, 5 1/4 by 4. Thanks, Glenda. I think it's pretty cute too. And then we've got our inside piece that is 5 1/4 by 4 as well in the basic white. Now I've got a circle which measures 2 1/4 from our circles dies. And then I've pre-stamped, but I said you had to have scraps of crumb cake, petal pink, and smoky slate. And so I've gone ahead and I've taken the You Have My Love and Support stamp, and I've stamped it on each of those scraps because we are going to cut it up. As you can see here, I've kind of block style cut it up, and we're going to put that on the card in those colors. So that's what we're going to do with that. So we'll start off with our back piece, or our layer piece, I should say, and we're going to use the large flowers and the lined imaged leaf. So this flower and the leaf. So we'll put that on our block. So I didn't pre-do this. I'm going to do this with you today because it's fairly easy to do. And then we're going to use our Pool Party ink, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp a background. So just tap that in the ink, decide which way you want it. The flowers can kind of go either way. It's not really up, down, sideways, whatever. They look beautiful the way they are. So I'm just going to kind of do a half circle is sort of the design I've created there for my flowers, because my circle there is going to go in the middle afterwards. So then we're just going to come in and we're going to stamp leaves, and hopefully I can get these looking good without having my head over top, because then I would bonk my head on the camera. And just go in and place leaves here, there, and everywhere you want them. I love the flowers in this set. So pretty. I think that looks good. Okay, so we'll close up our ink so we don't get our hands in it. I just need a quick drink there. I just finished breakfast, so. Oops, we still need our ink again. Sorry, guys. Open your Pool Party again. Getting ahead of myself. I'm just going to slip that there or here, and hopefully we can still see it. I don't know why I'm zoomed in this morning. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to create some shadowing of color with my blending brush. And it might take you a few minutes to build it up to the color that you like. And I need to re-ink this pad, and I keep forgetting. Today, it's going to be done as soon as I'm finished with you guys. Sorry if I'm moving the camera around while I do this. I need to get on the corner here where the ink is. Okay, I'll do this very quickly to keep the shaking to a minimum. So we're just going to create, that looks pretty good there. We've just shaded that out a bit just to create a little bit of softness there in the background. So hopefully you can see that okay on the camera. Sometimes it doesn't show up very well. Okay, so that's easy, done. We'll put that to the side. And then we will take our circle and we're going to stamp the bird onto that. So I'm just going to clean off my block here so I can use this block for it. And I'm going to stamp the bird in smoky slate. I want it to kind of have, not be so bold as using our Memento black. The smoky slate or gray granite, whichever you have, just a gray color, even Sahara sand would work, just kind of softens and mutes it a bit, and so it's not so stark and in your face. And we'll go ahead and stamp that on. pretty, eh? Isn't he such a pretty bird? I'll just slide that out of my way there. Okay, and then we're going to come in and do a bit of watercoloring with our aqua painter. Now I am using one that is not ours because I have some on order. Mine got plugged, so don't leave your water in these for a super long time because, you know, water has impurities in it, and it caused some kind of blockage in my brush tip. So I've just ordered some new ones. So I just had some other ones lying around that I'm using right now, but it's a good idea to not leave your water in there if you're not using it for a super long time. So I'm just going to take my gray granite again, and I just kind of squish the pad to get some on my tip. And I'm going to come in and just lightly give my bird some color. And I've got no water coming out of this thing. Hang on a sec. There we go. You either have none or too much, right? There's never an in-between. If you find it's too much is coming out, just brush it off on your paper or have a paper towel beside you to just kind of brush off. So we're just going to kind of give him some coloring. That looks pretty good. Oh, around his eye looks a little weird. There we go. Okay, so that was the smoky slate that I used. Then I'm going to come in with Petal Pink. And that's going to be for my flowers. And I'm going to do just a tiny little bit on his belly area. Just to kind of give him some coloring down there. Now you could do this with your watercolor pencils if you have those. You don't have an aqua painter, you can use the watercolor pencils with your blender pens. You'll get the same effect. Just be light-handed with your watercolor pencils. You can always build up the color instead of going too heavy, and then you can't remove it once you've blended it with your blender pen. So just get that to what you want it to look like. Just getting some more ink on the lid here for myself. And I'm just coming in sort of with a full strength on the veining in the flowers. To give it a little dimension. And I didn't go, I'll hold this up in 2 seconds. I didn't go all the way to the edge, so if you kind of like the whiter edge on the flower, you can leave it with that look, which I'll hold up and show you in 2 seconds here. If you do like it straight to the edge and all colored in, you can do it that way as well. But I like it with a little bit of the white on the edge. And I'm just gonna do just a slight, once it dries a little bit, you can see where it needs some more color sometimes. Just gonna go in there and put a little bit more on his tummy. Okay, and then I'm gonna come in with So Saffron and do my flower centers. Simple, easy. I'm just cleaning off my brush if you didn't see me doing that and I didn't mention it. On the paper, I'm just kind of brushing off what's there. And then I'm gonna come in with my Soft Succulent. And I'm gonna do my branch. And it's a very skinny little branch. So if you're not comfortable or got a steady hand, you may want to use a blender pen or something else that kind of gives you a little more control than the aqua painter, to make sure that you keep in the lines of the branch, kind of your comfort level. I think I have a steady hand, so we'll go with that. I did eat breakfast, so you know, I'm not all shaky. I do have a raging headache today though, so we'll see what actually gets done today. Could be all these bright lights. So you can see what I'm doing. All right, I think I like that. So like we're halfway done this card. Pretty easy, right? I'll hold this up so you can see it. Hopefully that's not too close. Just waiting for my screen to catch up. There we go. So that's it all colored in. And then we're gonna go ahead with our Wink of Stella because we need to bling it up a little, right? And I did a little bit on the bird's wings here. And just kind of on the bottom edge of his tummy. And then I did the flower centers and a little bit into the veining of them. And I'll hold it up again in 2 seconds here. If you'll be able to see it, I don't know. Can you kind of see that winky if I turn it? All right, so that is our circle element done. So that is gonna go right there. And we're gonna use our dimensionals on the back to kind of pop it up a bit. If I can get the backs off, there we go. Okay, so we'll kind of, and I'm kind of just putting the branch sort of into the flowers so it kind of gets the seam going a little bit to make it look like he's not just floating in the middle of nowhere. All right, so then you'll go ahead and you'll stamp whichever greeting. You could use the happy birthday and cut it up too. I had a request for some sympathy cards, so that's why I've picked this greeting, but you don't have to even use it all. You can just use you have my love and keep it like that, whatever you need a card for. So basically I'm just going to take and cut this apart. So I'm just cutting just above the love so that I get that you have my. And if you don't cut very straight, you can use a cutter if you want. I think it looks pretty straight except for this little bit here. There we go. So we've got that, and then I want the and out of here as well. So you can use these other words that you've stamped on another project. I just have a little container on my desk that holds all these lovely little parts. Isn't it pretty, Gunda? I like it. This bird is so pretty. At first I had a little bit of a challenge coming up with cards. Oh, morning, Valerie. You missed most? No, we're halfway through. You haven't missed at all. And then out of the love, I am going to, out of the, oh my goodness. Out of the smoky slate, I've stamped it again, of course. I'm going to take the word love and cut that out. Just have a quick check and make sure that it's straight-ish. There we go. And then, oops, out of the petal pink, I'm going to cut off the support. Were you on your bike, Valerie? Is that your morning routine? Pedal, pedal, pedal away. All right. So there, we've got a cute little block style lettering in different colors just to add a different element. So we're going to go ahead and apply some seal to the back of the You Have My. And I'm going to kind of put it right there, and it's going to hang off the end, and that's fine. You can put a pop dot in behind there if you want, or a dimensional, I should say. And then I am going to put a dimensional on the back of Love, and I'm just taking a mini and I'm cutting it in half so that it fits. Who's creating a card along with me? I know Valerie's not, because she said she got up late. Anyone else playing along today? Okay, when you cut them in half, they're a little more challenging to get the backings off. And I'm just gonna stick that there. And then and is going to be with seal down again. Oh, you've had a busy morning, Valerie. What's going on at your house? Me too. I've done some laundry, done some paperwork, ate some breakfast, had a tea, and now I'm on to my second one with the Baileys in it. It's a two cup morning. Okay, so that is our card front. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna apply that to our card base. And then, I don't know why that just ripped off some of the card front. Apparently I got super sticky seal today. And then we'll have our border. So we just wanna eyeball that around, make sure we've got it looking good. Quick and easy card, eh? Use my take your pick tool. And I've chosen to use the classic matte dots with the very vanilla coloring today. And we'll just go ahead and put a few of those on. So pretty, I love it. Laundry was yes, laundry's every day in my house, unfortunately, but I'm a weirdo. I like to do laundry. And then I am going to stamp my flowers again in the petal pink. You can choose whatever color you like. Let's clean off my block here. And stamp that there. And I'm also going to do some on the envelope. Always check to make sure your flap's going in the right direction. Nothing worse than it being upside down. And I sometimes stamp on the flap. You don't have to, but you definitely can jazz it up a bit more. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and we'll apply that to the inside. As soon as oh, there it is. As soon as I find my seal, put it down somewhere. I can't even see it right under my nose. And then we'll apply that to the inside, and that'll finish it off very nicely. It's okay, you love me anyways. I've always liked laundry. I don't know why. I'm a weirdo. I don't like folding it, but I like doing it. And then there's our inside, and then our envelope. So that is our card. Super pretty and quick. And of course I have some other ones to show you. Oh, you dry it outside. Oh. We just had our dryer fixed. So we bought a new house when we moved out to Edmonton. And apparently the builders are quite commonly known to install the wrong venting for your dryer. So we had something that is actually supposed to be inside the house, vented to the outside for our dryer. So in the winter time, it's quite common for it to freeze up, lint and whatever, and create a lot of moisture, and then things don't dry, which then can fry out the motor of your dryer, cause all kinds of other issues with your dryer. So last couple years, in the winter only, it takes forever to dry anything. It could be going like all day. So it would take me like all day drying to do one load of laundry. It was insane. So I was watching one of our local Facebook groups, and somebody had said they had the same problem, and they had this other company come in and fix it, and it worked great. They've never had a problem. So we promptly called that company, and they came and fixed it about a week ago, and whew, that puppy is dry in like 20 minutes. It's like a miracle. I'm like, hallelujah. You can, I said to my husband, you can not ever buy me another gift again. Fixing the dryer is like, taken years off my life and stress of taking all day to dry anything. So that's my dryer story. So here's some other examples of using this card. I think this one's really pretty. This is using the macrame background embossing folder and a little bit of the petal pink ribbon. I can't remember the exact name of it. And then this is actually a die cut out of the oh, what's it called? Picture This dies that I've done the stamping on, and I've done the same technique here using the watercolor and a bit of a winky option, and then I've just used sort of a blue and a green on my bird instead, but I think this is a nice simple card, and then with a couple pearls, nice little feminine birthday card. And then I've done this fun one. So we learn this fold technique, whatever you want to call it, to create the base at one of the team events we had not too long ago. So I took this one and kind of did a case myself and recreated it in with the Friendly Hello set. So I've just stamped the background in mint macaron, and then I've used a little bit of the designer paper in behind, and then just carried in those colors of the petal pink and the mint macaron in, oh no, maybe this is just jade. Yeah, this is just jade, sorry, telling you the wrong color. And then use my blends to color the flowers, and same, use the petals. Wanted some nice soft feminine colors. Yeah, this layout's good. Leanne, this was a good one. I have to tell her. And then I've just used a little bit of that lacy trim that we have. I don't know the exact name, but I think it's quite pretty. And then this fun one, I saw it online. I didn't write down, I may have changed it a bit, and that's maybe why I didn't write down where I got the inspiration from. But I've taken the Hello Friend sentiment and stamped it straight down a piece of paper, and then sort of cut it up, sort of block style again, and then backed it with the petal pink. Dragged out my pearls. I don't know, I had a pearls thing going on last week. And used my blender pens in the pale, or in the, yeah, I think that's pale papaya. Could be petal pink, I'm not sure. I should write myself notes to color that in, and then just a little bit of a big fluffy linen thread bow in behind, and that finishes it off just nicely. So that's my 3 cards I have for you today. Obviously on my blog, or on my Facebook page on Wednesday morning, I will have some other samples because I can't show you all of them at once, right? Carla, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be on a little getaway. Thank you for stopping in though. Pretty card, right? I love it. Thank you, you guys. You're so sweet. And you've got this set on the way, Valerie, or you haven't used it yet? No, I'm not showing you, Glenda. I'm holding them. I'm holding them in a different box. They're far away from my reach. You'll have to go and check it out. I believe it's 11 o'clock on Wednesdays that the post goes live for you guys. I pre-schedule everything, so I think that's my usual posting time. And there'll be some fun extras. It was hard for me to choose what I was going to show you today and what I was going to hold back. So there's some other beautiful ones there. But if you have this set, give it a try. Post what you have made. I'd love to see it, and everyone else does too. And next week we're going to go into the mini catalog and have a play with something I'm going to create today. I've got the day off, so ooh, it just got there yesterday. Nice, Valerie. Well, hope you get to play with it today. You can start off with this lovely card I've just shown you how to make. All the dimensions are also on my Facebook page from yesterday. And what else do I need to tell you? I think that's it. Celebration ends next week, so if you're missing out on something, definitely order it up. And if you miss it, well, you might be able to win it. I know, a day off, right, Glenda? It doesn't happen very often. Trust me, next week's a gong show. So I will enjoy while I can in my craft room today. I'm going to take down some Valentine's decorations and switch it over to the next holiday. Here's the inside for you, Rhonda. I just stamped a simple flower in the petal pink. Same on the envelope with the flap as well. Simple, easy. So thanks everybody. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. I'll be around all day and happy to chat. All right, take care. Thanks for joining me this morning and have a wonderful Saturday. Bye-bye everyone. Paper hugs.